Hello, I'm Jamila Musayeva, an international etiquette expert, author of etiquette books. If you would like to order my books, you can do so now directly on my website. They're available for international shipment. I'll link it here as well in the description box below. Before I get started with today's video, there are two things I wanted to ask you to do. One is make sure to watch this video until the very end, because at the end of the video, I'll be showing you all the outfit details I'm wearing for this video. Again, there's really not much you can see, just the top part, but I will show you the full attire and maybe you'll get inspired to recreate this look. And also, I would kindly ask you to make sure that you hit the bell button so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And the reason is because I see my channel is growing every day, but the number of views is not growing as much. And that is because a lot of you are not able to see when I upload videos or miss my videos because you weren't notified that I uploaded a video. So make sure you hit the bell button and let's get started with today's video. So as you can tell from everything that I've laid out here, we're going to be talking about how to hold different kinds of cups. So we already talked about how to hold different kind of glasses, and in this edition we're going to be talking about how to hold different cups. The very first example that I have here in front of me, it's one of my favorite cups, and I think it's the collaboration between Miranda Kerr and Royal Albert. It's one of the most beautiful collections that they have. I personally think so, and I have the whole set of it for an afternoon tea, and I find it extremely elegant and feminine. It gives me this like really nice spring and summer vibes. So by looking at the shape of this cup, you can probably tell that it's a teacup. And the reason you can say so is because the base of the cup is narrow and it opens up towards the rim. So the rim is much larger than the bottom. So it almost looks like a flower. It repeats the floral shape or of a tulip, so to speak. And then it has the handle that is curved like that. So it's not a square one. It doesn't have much space. It's very delicate. It looks like a flower, I guess, petal, half of it. This shape is usually symbolic of the fact that this cup is for tea. And the way you would hold a teacup that has a handle like this, which is super delicate and very thin, there are two ways that you could do it. You could try to pinch your thumb and your index finger through it like that, and then use your middle finger like that straight on the handle to support it. You'll put your ring finger and your pinky inside, you would tuck it in. You never stick out the pinky like that. It's not elegant. It's not how you're supposed to do it according to etiquette. You'd have to hold it, cover it under like that into your palm, and then you can use your middle finger to steady it. Sometimes the handle is so small, so delicate, that's very difficult, especially for men, to put their thumb or their index finger pinching through. So then you can just actually not try to put your finger through to pinch it, but rather lay it like that so it doesn't really go through the handle, and then use your middle finger like that to support. Again, it depends on the shape of the handle as to how you're going to be holding it, but generally the teacups are held like this. So you just use the middle finger to support, and then you lift the saucer only in the case if you're standing up and there's nowhere to be seated. So it's a party, a networking event where you have to drink your tea. You'll hold the saucer in your left hand if you're right-handed, and then use your right hand to pick up your cup. Or if you're seated at a lower table, so if say you're in a bar, in a lounge area, or you're somewhere at an afternoon tea that's at a low table, then you can pick up your saucer together with the cup. But if you're seated at a high table, your saucer remains at the table and you only then lift the cup. And when you drink, you always look inside the cup. You never look over the cup into the person that you're talking to. You look inside the cup, and then you'll remove your gaze from the inside of the cup and look at the person that you're talking to. And this is how you would enjoy tea. Next cup that I have here, and if you have been following me on Instagram, and if you don't, please make sure that you do. I do share more of my daily life in there, and it's more of my visual diary, but I often showcase different kind of cups and mugs that I use. I am a lover of, I want to say a collector of different kinds of cups and mugs, because I usually get just one or two sets, and I love having an option when I'm having my tea or coffee. And I also try to always match my cup to my outfit, which is something bizarre about me, but I don't know what it tells about me, but I really love matching it. So today's cup is really matching the outfit that I'm wearing. And this cup has a very interesting shape of a handle and interesting shape of the cup itself. So I'm going to lift it up so you can see it. So you see that the base is the same circumference or the same size as the the top part of it. So the rim repeats the base. It has kind of a not squarish, but I would say if we were to compare it with this petal shape, it has more of a uniform shape. And then the handle is square-ish in a way. This has a little bit of a different design, but usually it's very square. Then you know that this is a cup for coffee. This is a smaller cup, so we could usually espressos are served in a much smaller cup, but you can also serve espresso in this, or you'd serve your regular Americano. And then the way you would hold it is actually you would put your index finger through it and then put your thumb on top of it, and then your middle finger as a leverage underneath like that. So you would hold it like that if you're drinking coffee. The same would happen if you were to drink your coffee, say from a mug, or even your tea. So you see this shape of a mug I use it for coffee, but you can also drink tea from it, because nowadays a lot of cups are used interchangeably. But if I were to just analyze the shape, it has the same base as the top, it has a very square handle, I would say it's a coffee mug. And then because it has more space and I can put through more fingers, I'll just put 2 fingers through, thumb on top, ring finger and the pinky below like that to balance it. It helps balance, and then if I need some extra balance, I can use my other hand to hold it, especially if I have a heavy drink in it, maybe, you know, have coffee all over towards the rim of the cup. But if it's light and I can easily hold it with one hand, then I'll just use one hand to drink it. This is usually something that we drink at home, you know, when we're trying to be cozy. Another way of holding it, I would say more a home style, would be putting your fingers through the handle like that and using your thumb over the cup like that. And I think this creates more of a homey vibe, but you wouldn't be able to hold it like that if the drink is really hot, because your fingers will get burned. So that's why you have a handle to hold on to. Again, this way, or putting through 2 fingers through and then the lowers as a base is also acceptable. So next we have very interesting designed cups, something that are particular to different cultures. Again, these are more Western standard things that you would see everywhere. And then these are the more unusual ones. I tried to find a bigger bowl to show you how to drink your tea from a bigger bowl, say at the Japanese or Chinese restaurant and they bring you a bigger bowl of tea, or at a tea ceremony. This is more of a smaller teacup, again with no handles. It's a Chinese teacup. And then this one is a traditional Azerbaijani armudu glass where we drink our tea from. Usually they would have a saucer, but this one doesn't, because it has a very thick base and it kind of is okay to lay it flat like that on a table without the saucer. So this one's don't have a saucer, but usually traditionally they would have a saucer as well. So let's start with a bowl. Say it's a bigger bowl, so it's not a small one like this kind of a teacup, but you have to drink from the bowl. This is not particularly for tea, but I just chose something that would look similar, and I want to show you to demonstrate how to properly hold a bowl. So it has no handles. If it's hot, we will not be able to hold it like this or like that, as you see oftentimes in movies, because you will get your hands burned. And also holding like that is very difficult to drink, as well as difficult to place back on the table, because how do you like let it go without spilling it? So the way you would hold a bowl cup, again, this one is not a traditional bowl cup because it has the base over here, which is not meant to be, it's meant to be flat, but I'm going to be using this to show you. You'd place it in between your middle and index finger, somewhere in the middle over here, and then you will use your thumb to hold it like that. You'd rest your fingers will be just straight line, so almost taking a shape of a saucer. You'll not be curling it down like this, because again you can burn your fingers and it doesn't look nice. So use it like that to steady it. And then you'll use your main hand. If you're right-handed, that's your right hand. If you're left-handed, that's your left hand. This will be the handle, so to speak. You're going to use all your 4 fingers in on the front like that, and your thumb on the back like that. So this is the way you would be drinking tea from a bowl. The hand is acting like a saucer, so the left hand, I'm bringing it up with my left hand. So this is the one that lifts it up and down, and then I'm going to be using my dominant hand. It's going to be acting like the handle that I'm tilting in the traditional and more Western cups. So this is, I'm going to be holding this. So I brought it up with my left hand to my mouth, and I'm using my right hand to tilt it towards my mouth. And this will be like that the whole time. Every time I want to take a sip, I'll bring it up, again tilt it and drink it and bring it down. Whenever I am drinking, I'll be looking inside my bowl, inside the cup, inside the wine glass as well. I only stop looking inside the glass when I put it down, break that eye contact. The only time you're not supposed to be looking into the glass but rather into people's eyes is when you are toasting in someone's honor. Then you always make sure you want to maintain that eye contact, but the rest of the time always look inside the cup or inside the glass. So this is how you're going to be holding it. In case if it's too hot and you're not able to steady it on your left hand like that, you will slightly move it away towards your fingers where the skin is not that sensitive as it's on the palm. So you're going to use it slightly away, like here. You're going to be using the fingertips of your thumb to secure it. In case if that also is super hard, then you can just gently move your hands like this and only have your fingertips on the cup like that. So hold it like this, and the top again will be going like this. And again, if it's too hot, you can only just use your fingertips. So you will try to keep your palms away from the tea cup, from the tea bowl, sorry, in that case. Again, never use it like that if it's too hot. If it's not too hot, you can use it like that, but I think it doesn't look as elegant as you were to place it and use your hand as a saucer, as a handle, looking like this. So if you are enjoying a traditional Chinese or Japanese tea ceremony, you would be holding this bowl for the duration of the time that you are drinking the tea. So imagine, think of it as a saucer that you have to hold while you're standing up or seated at a low table. You will remain like that for the duration of the time that you are drinking the tea. If you want, if you have finished the tea, you want to put it back on the bowl back on the table, you'll just move your hands a little bit like that and then bring your other hand down and transfer it to the table like that. Again, if you want to pick it up, you would pick it up, place it back in, and then use your hand like that to continue eating. But you will keep it like that until you've finished one bowl of tea. So next we have traditional Chinese teacup. This is the one that's used for drinking tea, but there's also some cups that are used for tea tasting, and they're so tiny. They're smaller than these ones, and you can really just like hold them very lightly using just the 3 fingers. So as you can see in this video I've been showing so far, as well as in a wine glass video, the 3 important fingers in holding a cup or a glass or a mug is your thumb, your index, and your middle finger. Your ring finger and the pinky are there to give you leverage, to give you that balance in case if you have poured a lot of drink and it's really hard to maneuver or to keep the balance of the drink in a cup. So you have your thumb and your index finger over the cup like that, over the opposite sides, and then you have your middle finger tucked underneath, and you have your ring finger and pinky that are tucked underneath inside your palm. There's no need to stick it out. It doesn't look elegant. It's not how it's supposed to be. These 2 fingers together will give you that leverage that you need. And then this middle finger, the movement of it back and forth is what is giving this tilting movement to your cup. So you're going to be using this finger to tilt the cup towards your mouth. So you bring it up and then you use this finger, lift it up, and that way you tilt the cup towards your mouth. So this is how you would be drinking tea from a teacup that has no handles like this. And then we have Azerbaijani traditional tea cup made of glass. It's called armudu, and it has a very interesting shape because it reminds a lot of people of a female body. It has this hourglass shape. This shape is specifically designed to ensure that the tea remains warm for the longest part, and then that you can hold it by this belly part or the waist part. So the way you would hold it, this kind of armudu teacup, is by the narrowest part of the cup, so by the waist of it. Some people hold it by the top of it because you'd have the tea filled up until like this part of the teacup, not till the very end, because you want to leave that space for your lips to fit in. We actually have a special term for that. If you want to learn more about Azerbaijani traditional tea etiquette, you can watch my video about Azerbaijani tea ceremony. I talk extensively about it. But the way you would hold armudu is either here, if it's too hot, then over here at the edges where there is no tea, and you'd sip it like that. So again, you're using your thumb, you're using your middle finger and your index together, and this one on top like this, and these again tucked in, and this is how you'd be drinking it. If you want to use the waist, you just move it down, again drink it like this. And it usually comes with a saucer, so if you have a saucer and you're at the high table, you leave the saucer, just move the cup. If you are at the low table, if you're standing up, then you'll definitely hold the saucer together with the cup. I hope that you truly enjoyed these videos. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section below what of this did you find most interesting and useful. And if you do have some video suggestions for me, please do let me know. I love taking notes on your suggestions, and I always pay attention to what you provide in terms of your constructive criticism as well as video suggestions. Also, if you want to learn more in depth about etiquette, you can join my pre-recorded courses. One is entitled Western Formal Dining Etiquette from A to Z. It teaches you everything you need to know in order to get prepared to enjoy a formal dining experience, how to get out of the car, how to get into the restaurant, finishing up with toasting. As well, you can join the Art of Entertaining at Home, which is a pre-recorded online course that goes together with this book, or you can watch it separately, and I'll teach you how to host people at home and how to set up table according to 4 different seasonal decorations, as well as show my personal candle collection and how to take care of it. Both courses are pre-recorded and they provide you a certificate of completion. And if you want to know even more in depth about etiquette, you can join my etiquette movie club, where every month I publish movie analysis from an etiquette standpoint of view. So far I've done over 30 different movies, and by joining it now you can watch all of them. I've done some of the most popular movies out there like Titanic, Devil Wears Prada, all kinds of genre movies. So anything that you might find particularly interesting, they're all analyzed there. Thank you so much for watching, and now I'll show you the outfit of today's video. So for this video, I wanted to wear something that I wear on a daily basis when I'm on the go, but I still want to look put together and stylish. So this is my favorite sweater for about, I think, 3-4 years. It's from a brand called Rag & Bone. I really like how simple it is and how versatile it is, because I can wear it with denim jeans, I can wear it with black pants, I can wear it with a skirt. It just goes with everything, and it's on a zipper, so I can sometimes wear something underneath, or like today just opt for the sweater itself without anything underneath, no t-shirt. And this time I have paired it with this shorts / skirt from a brand called Stradivarius. It's of a navy color as well. Again, it looks super short, and understand it is short, but it helps that it has shorts underneath. So it goes like this, and it is neat, but also you look put together because it has a hidden short underneath. And I have paired this entire look with my favorite Chanel sling bags, which come this metallic color with a black toe, and has more elongated shape, and it's a sling bag, so I think it always makes any kind of attire look more classy than it is. So if I were to change it into sneakers, I would look more sporty, and adding this sling bags already makes me look more classy. Thank you so much for watching this video until the very end, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!